This is the second video for Chapter 4, Topic 4. Just a reminder that you need to do the U-Try at the top of page 15. Alright, so now we're going to talk about x and y intercepts and their meaning in word problems. So we're going to look at graphs and then write an equation and interpret the intercepts. So for A, we're writing an equation that represents the distance y in feet remaining after x months. So that means I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. I need to know what m and what b are. So b is easy because it's the y-intercept, and it's at 3,500. Now I need to use rise over run to calculate the slope. So I'm going down minus 500 for every 1 month. So my slope is negative 500. So if I write my equation, y equals negative 500x plus 3,500. Again, that's just looking at my intercept and calculating rise over run to find the slope. Now I'm going to look at find the x-intercept and interpret its meaning. So the x-intercept is where it touches the x-axis. So I see that that point is at 7, 0. This is where knowing what your graph labels are really helps. So 7 represents months. So after 7 months, the y value is 0. So that means the distance remaining is 0. So the tunnel will be complete because there's no more digging to do. Now let's look at the y-intercept. We already found it to write our equation. We said it was at 0, 3,500. So let's write that down, 0, 3,500. And what is this meaning? Well, the x is months, so 0 months. That's the start. The distance remaining is 3,500. So if at the beginning you have 3,500 more feet to go, that means the tunnel will be 3,500 feet long. All right, I would like, oh, never mind, we have more examples before the U-Try. So flip your page and we will look at the next 2 examples. So here we have more x and y intercepts. The amount y in gallons of gas remaining in a tank after driving x hours is y is equal to negative 2x plus 12. A says graph the equation, so we can do that right away. We use the intercept, which is 12, so I'm going to go up 12. Plot my point, and then my slope is negative 2. So that means I'm going down 2, running 1. Oop, that was off a little bit. All right, so my scale is by 1, so I have 12. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 12. Okay, so interpret the x and y intercepts. So my x-axis is hours, and my y-axis is gas remaining. So my x-intercept is at 6, 0. So what does that mean? If x is hours, that means after 6 hours, y is 0. What does 0 mean? Gas remaining. There is no gas. Let's look at the y-intercept. The y-intercept is at 0, 12. So at 0 hours, at the start, there is, and then the y is gas remaining in gallons, so 12 gallons left. All right, and then part C, after how many hours are there 5 gallons left? So let's look. Gallons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right here. And we can't see exactly where that is. We can make a guess, but if we want to be totally sure, y is the number of gallons, so let's go ahead and plug it in. We have 5 gallons equals negative 2x plus 12. Subtract 12 from both sides. We get negative 7 equals negative 2x, therefore x is equal to 3.5. So our answer is 3.5 hours. All right, example 3, the average lifespan of an American woman has been tracked, and the model for this data is that equation there, where t equals 0 corresponds to 1960. Explain the meaning of the y-intercept. So we know that y-intercepts are 0, y, so let's plug that in. Y equals 0.2 times 0 plus 73. Well, that cancels out, and we're left with 73. What does y represent? Y represents the lifespan. So that means 73 years old is the prediction at year 1960. All right, I would like you to do the you try below this one, and we have one more slide for notes. Okay, so the last slide of notes we have is a demand function, and they give us the function for a demand of a wristwatch. And note that this is in standard form. X is the quantity demanded per week, and Y is the price in dollars. So what is the highest price that anyone would pay for the watch? So that means when X is the quantity demanded, what is the price in dollars? So the highest price anyone would pay, because Y is the price, that means we need to plug in 0 for X. So we get 0.25 times 0 plus Y equals 50. Because it's multiplied by 0, we can cross it out. So the highest price is $50. Now if we look at B, what is the demand? So it's asking for the demand when the watch is $0. So because Y is the price, we're going to plug in 0 for Y. So we get 0.25x plus 0 equals 50. We can cross that out because 0 doesn't matter, and divide both sides by 0.25. We get x is equal to 200. So what does that mean though? It's the demand per week, so 200 demanded a week. Well, if it's a free watch, I think it makes sense that 200 are going to be demanded. All right, number 2 for A and B, we're talking about hiking. Find the x and y intercepts and interpret each in the context of this problem. So let's look at our x-intercept. It is right here where it touches the x-axis, and that is 16, 0. What does our x-axis mean? Thousands of feet. At 16,000 feet, the y, which is temperature, is 0. For our y-intercept, let's locate that on our graph, is at 0.59. So let's write that point. And that means at 0 feet, the temp is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So it gets pretty cold going from ground level to going from ground level to 16,000 feet. What is the slope of the line? What does it mean in the context of this problem? Well, we can use the 2 points that they give us, and then use y2 over y1. So 33.8 minus 59 over 7 minus 0 is going to give us negative 3.6. So what does that mean? That means the temp drops 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit every 1,000 feet. All right, so make sure you do the you try at the bottom of this page, and that concludes your notes for tonight.